Morning. Our next guest is one of the largest employers in the United States and boasts a global workforce of about 500,000 people. Joining us right now is Accenture CEO Julie Sweet. Julie, it's great to see you. You penned a memo or a note that you also posted on LinkedIn just about a week ago now, maybe a little bit longer, about what the company is doing and how you're thinking about trying to diversify your workforce. You've been trying to do this for quite some time, but it sounds like you're trying to do this in a more programmatic way, I would say. How are you planning to do this?
Well, thanks, Andrew. Well, in 2015, we published for the first time our demographics by race, and we've made progress since then because we had a plan and held ourselves accountable. But our progress has not been fast enough, and we know we need to do more. And so we've announced 3 sets of actions that will, we believe, accelerate the change. First of all, by September 1st, we will set external goals for the U.S. by 2025 for the overall percentage of African Americans and Hispanic Americans at Accenture and in our leadership, which is very important. And this follows the roadmap we've used to make more rapid progress with gender and setting goals for 2025. The second thing we're doing is we are introducing mandatory training to identify, speak up, and report racism. This builds on our unconscious bias training, which is already mandatory, but it's different because racism is not unconscious bias. And we believe we need to call it what it is, acknowledge we have it inside Accenture, and work even harder to eradicate it. And finally, because Black lives must matter inside Accenture and outside Accenture, we are committing to work collaboratively with other companies, government leaders, and the not-for-profit sector to make more change in the communities where we work and live. And we're publishing these actions to continue to hold ourselves accountable.
Julie, there's been some chatter about big companies like yours using whatever power and influence you have to not just do what you're trying to do inside your own company, but actually do it to your clients and to force them to actually take some of these steps. Have you thought about that?
Well, I don't think any of us can force another company to take actions. What we've always done is to make sure that we share our values. And so lots of our clients, we do things together with them. And I think as you take a step back as to what's happening in today's, today's environment, is you have many companies who on their own are making important statements to not be silent. And I think as corporate leaders, we need to now help hold each other accountable in the organizations like the Business Roundtable. And of course, I would encourage you and your colleagues to help hold us accountable as well, because we need to have sustained change far after, the protests that we see today have ended.